Hello, and welcome to this short tutorial describing the integrated use of the Jan Arps Trader's Toolbox Radar Tools. Radar 1, the Arps Fear-Greed Index. Radar 2, the Arps Price Acceleration Oscillator. And Radar 3, the Arps Trend Index. Individually, these are each powerful indicators in their own right, but used in concert, they provide a balanced and effective perspective on the markets, supporting each other like a well-coached team of outstanding athletes. Each tool or player has its own strengths, the specific talent it brings to the team, and when utilized toward the common goal of the game plan, can create winning results. The Radar 1 Fear-Greed Index gives the trader insight into who has the upper hand in the market at any given time, the bears or the bulls. It is a friction indicator, displaying the relationship of price and volume in a manner which monitors how many shares it takes to move the price up or down one tick. This shows the trader what the overall sentiment is behind the ebb and flow of the market's oscillations. The Radar 2 Price Acceleration Oscillator is a fast-moving two-line leading oscillator which is useful in timing entries and exits. It displays the acceleration or deceleration working on the momentum of the current price movement, like a tachometer leading a speedometer in its indication of the forces affecting the changes in the nature of price momentum. The Radar 3 Trend Index orients the trader in the general direction of the price movement, indicating when price swings are likely to be retracements or when they become bona fide reversals. It shows when the trend is strong and when it is indecisive, providing the trader with a broader view of the market he or she is trading. Like most lessons based on history, we believe that human nature will repeat itself many times until our emotional and thought processes evolve or otherwise change. Since market volatility is a reflection of human responses to unfolding market conditions, we believe that there are recognizable patterns which we can use to our financial benefit if we are astute and quick enough. All we need are the appropriate tools to recognize these sentiments and patterns. Most trading decisions are based on three basic principles: orientation, indication, and timing. And the Arps radar tools address each of these like a well-synchronized machine. The Arps Trend Index is of great service in monitoring the strength and orientation of the trend and showing when opportunities to enter or exit may be arising. We then turn to the Arps Fear-Greed Index, Radar 1, to monitor the strength the bulls or bears are applying on the market, whether one side or the other is increasing or decreasing its hold on the market psyche. We are especially interested in spotting divergent conditions where the movement of price and the movement of the oscillator are not in agreement. Since price generally changes course after the Radar 1 Fear-Greed indicator does, these divergent inconsistencies give us excellent opportunities to enter or exit the market before the price gains serious momentum. Finally, we monitor Radar 2, the Arps Acceleration Indicator, in order to gauge the changes in the short-term forces being applied to the price movement, thereby optimizing our entry or exit timing to coincide with the acceleration or deceleration within the market move. We use the Radar 3 indicator to keep us in our position and to gauge when the move we are trading has lost sufficient strength to warrant exiting the position. Let's examine how we would use the Arps radar tools as they pass on a chart in real time. In addition to a divergence in Radar 1 is this lobster tail pivot divergence in the Radar 2 acceleration indicator, crossing over the slow line, crossing over the zero line, and approaching the highs of its previous peak. I'm also noticing slight bullish tendency, the little green dot there on the radar 1 fear greed indicator, and diminishing bearish indication on the radar 3 trend index. If we see the radar 1 indicator actually get higher than its previous high, and the radar 2 acceleration oscillator break its previous high, then I would say that's a pretty good indication that we could have a long opportunity. At this point, we've broken the highs of this little peak. I think this is a place to go long. Confirmed by the increasing bullish green bars on the fear greed radar 1 indicator, confirmed by the blue upward pointing histogram bars on the radar 3 trend index. Here we see a cross of the radar 2 acceleration oscillator. As acceleration decreases, we see that it never crosses over the 0 line, and in fact each of these valleys is higher than its previous valley, showing that the oscillations are continually getting stronger, not weaker. Here is a pivot divergence in the acceleration oscillator against the price. We notice the oscillation at the peak has gotten weaker. The radar 2 has crossed the slow line, and so we're just getting a heads up that we may be losing steam. Yes, we notice the radar 1 fear greed indicator has crossed the 0 line, and the radar 3 trend index has turned it into its bearish color, and the radar 2 price acceleration deceleration oscillator has gone steeply down below its previous low, where it had its double clutching, double lobster tail. By this point, I would say we are definitely out of our long position and looking at a potential short reversal. We do see some bearish tendencies in the fear greed oscillator, and looks like the radar 3 trend index is also rapidly diminishing. The radar 2 acceleration deceleration oscillator is still unable to break the 0 line, and it's crossing back over itself, and this was a pretty weak effort in the radar 1 pullback here. I would say that this looks like a pullback opportunity in a likely bearish trend here. Seeing as how radar 3 has turned bearish, no bullish strength in radar 1, and radar 2 is bearish and looks like decelerating or moving even more in the bearish direction. We're confirming this bearish tendency with a lower low in the radar 1 fear greed index and a steep drop in the radar 3 trend index. Again, lower lows in the radar 1, lower highs in radar 2. Again, lower highs in radar 2. Here we see weakening bearish pressure. Radar 2 has crossed over this 0 line, showing an acceleration in price movement. This would be a heads up that we may be seeing the exhaustion of our bearish move. In fact, a conservative trader would probably exit at this point. We notice what's known as a type 2 trend divergence here in the fear greed indicator. saying that this cross here may be a pullback in our bearish trend. The Radar 2 price acceleration deceleration oscillator is decelerating rapidly again. Radar 3 has turned strongly bearish again, and price has tested lower lows. Yet Radar 2 finds a valley that is higher than its previous major valley, and Radar 1 has a significant pivot divergence from price, indicating prices are likely done moving south. It's time to exit our bearish position and look for other opportunities in the market. I hope this little video demonstrating some of the ways one can utilize the powerful information displayed by the Arps radar tools helps you in your effort to analyze today's rapidly changing markets in a well-informed and disciplined manner, thus enabling you to extract more consistent profits. The robust nature of these tools allows them to be utilized on charts of all types of tradable instruments, including stocks, forex, and futures contracts. And the user-defined inputs allow them to be appropriately scaled for all time frames as well as for aesthetic preferences. Because these award-winning tools look at the underlying forces which affect the movement of price, such as fear, greed, acceleration, deceleration, and trendiness, they have been a mainstay of thousands of successful traders across the globe for decades and have earned their place on most of today's popular trading platforms, including the exclusive Bloomberg professional trading platform used by most managers of large funds. If you would like more information on these tools, or to explore Jan Arps's vast library of technical analysis studies, or for custom technical analysis programming, please visit our website at janarps.com. These are serious tools for serious traders. Thank you for your time and for your interest in Jan Arps's tools. And may the trend always be at your back.